Hello, my name is Leah and I'm here today to show you the 11 OC Beads of the Month Club from Adornable Elements. I'll drop that link down in the chat. This is from adornableelements.com. They have a variety of different clubs. I like this particular one because I use a lot of seed beads, and these are always Miyuki Japanese seed beads 11O. So if you use a lot of seed beads and you want really high quality seed beads, this is a great club. I'm not affiliated, I'm just a happy customer and I look forward to getting these every month. They always come in a theme, and you have the option of getting the single size, which is what I get, or the double size, which is twice the amount. So this last month's theme was the Casino Royale, and you can see they always include a list of what you got, and here are the Miyuki codes. So if you love a color and you want to order more, you can do that. They're also on the tubes. So let me go ahead and take this out and I'll show you what it looked like. There's a little bit of reflection on the bag, apologies for that. So this one is the 11S 408. It's like a nice red color. We also had 401F. This is a matte black. I like to use matte black or matte colors, especially for things that I want to kind of recede into the background. So matte colors are great for that. Okay, this is the 451. They called it gunmetal. Very pretty. I really like this a lot. Next we have 551, and this is called Gilt Lined Opal. And it's kind of like a white color with a little bit of a gold in the center. I'll see if I can get just a little bit out to show you a little bit more. My camera may not focus on it though. So you can maybe see it a little bit. That's what those look like. Okay. Next up we had the S11, and that's Silver Lined Ruby. I love silver lined colors. I use them all the time. They really pop. They're fantastic. Let me scoot these guys out of the way a little bit here. Okay, now we have 4511. This is the Picasso Smoky Matte Black. Again, let me just put a few out here on my beading boards so you can see what they look like. So they have that great Picasso finish. It's black and kind of like a gray color tone to them a little bit, just marbled. Very interesting kind of color contrast. Oh, that one just went over there. Okay. Next up, we have another matte color. These matte metallics, I can find them kind of challenging to work with sometimes, but they're also really interesting and different. This one is 4201F, and that was described as a Duracoat galvanized matte silver. So if you use Miyuki before, you probably know the Duracoat colors. They have a special coating on them, so the galvanized coat will not wear off. So that's really great too. And last up, okay, we have this one. This is 254D, and this one was the transparent dark red AB. I think that's just beautiful. I'm going to put a few more of those on my beading board too for you. Okay. And look at that. This is really gorgeous. So I always get really excited for this club to come. It's usually around, I would say about the 10th of the month for me that it arrives in the mail. They ship, I think, on the 5th, somewhere around there. I find a lot of really interesting things to do with the color combinations, and sometimes there might be a color like this where I think it's a little bit challenging, but I might find a use for it later, like it might work with other things in my stash. So last I'll go ahead and I'll show you a couple projects that I use these in so you can get a sense of like how you might use these things, okay? Just put these guys aside. So the first one is this pendant right here. And I used some things from my stash for this. I used Austrian crystal, as we'll refer to it now, Rivoli in 14mm. I also used some little black pearls right here, and then these are some tiny, teeny little 3mm bicones you can kind of see in that part right there. I finished it off with a tiara cast bail and then put it on a satin cord. And then the other project that I made with this combo, and I should say I happen to have this exact color, the gilt lined opal, also in 15-0 already in my stash. So for my bezels, I just used that 15-0 in that same color for my bezel, so I could kind of reflect it there. And this was the other project I made this month. This is bead embroidery. This is a Lunasoft cab that I had in my stash. I love those. You can see, you get this incredibly cool kind of flash thing, and that especially, it pops in the sun. It's great. I also used, I think these are gem duos, to kind of like emphasize this north-south sort of almost direction that's going on here. And then these are some fire polished, I believe in 4mm. The rest are all beads that came in this month's collection, and then I finished it off with some ultra suede, put a little bail on that, and again put it on a satin cord. So I hope that gives you a good idea of how you could use some of these colors together, how you can combine the things that they send every month. I'll try to record next month's as well and give you a couple ideas of how you could use the beads that come in this month. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.